I'm Rhoda. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's targeted strength circuit workout. Each circuit's going to target a specific area of the body. We're going to build lean muscle, which increases metabolism and burns fat. If that's the type of workout that appeals to you, please subscribe to my channel. There's never a cost to subscribe, and you help me keep your fitness free on YouTube. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, here we go. Big arms, big legs. Bring those arms way back and forward and the knees up. Pull your tummy tight. We want to lubricate these joints and activate these muscles. That's what warming up is all about. Getting the heart rate up a little bit, getting oxygenated blood out to these muscles so that when we ask them to perform here, they're ready to go. Arms forward and back, squeezing the back, opening up the chest. We have a circuit workout, short circuits, because each circuit focuses on one area of the body. So all three exercises are targeting that area. Reach out, starting with your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. So everything from the knees, in the back of the body, kind of up, out and in here, to right above the low back. So those muscles are all going to work together. We're going to start with a basic move. It's a deadlift. You want to think about your form though. So you can go heavy if you have weight options here, and if you're been doing some strength training for a while, if you're just starting out, light weights or water bottles, soup cans are fine. Think about form. Weight in your heels, hips drive back, back is flat, a little bend in the knees, drive up to the heels. Here we go. So it's down. Now, it's a tendency, especially if you're just starting out, to think like, I need to touch my toes. No, you don't. The weight can come right below the knees or right at the knee, wherever you're able to bend to, keeping the form good. And that means weight in your heels, driving the hips back, keeping that back flat. Do not look at your feet. Look out about 4 feet, 5 feet from your toes. That keeps your spine and your neck aligned. And as you come up, squeeze the glutes because they're working. And weight down. All right, grabbing my chair to use it as a bench. I'm going to move quickly here. 15-second rest. We're going to kick back, come in, donkey kick up. Follow me. Push back, straight leg, bring it in, keep it bent. Foot to the ceiling. Push back. Come in, foot to the ceiling. So you're pushing towards your wall, pushing towards your ceiling. Your standing leg, again, weight is in the heel. Don't roll into the front of your foot. You're going to have better balance with the weight in your heels, and it protects your knee. That standing leg is working. You feel that, right? I hope you feel it. I should feel it. It's holding a strong isometric pose to keep your body going on one leg. Isometric versus dynamic. Isometric means you're holding something in one place. Dynamic movement is through a range of motion. So you're kicking back, for example. That is a dynamic move right here. Kick back to the donkey kick. Ready? Here we go. So kick back and donkey kick up. Pulling the tummy tight here. I always remind myself of that, so I remind you. Usually when I say something like that, it's because I catch myself letting my stomach just go kind of blah, right? If I hold it nice and tight while I continue to breathe, I know my form is going to improve. And I'm just working more muscles by holding them nice and tight. Because they're contracted in that isometric position, they're working. Good. All right, let's move the chair out of the way. So we have 15 seconds between exercises because we have 30 seconds between these circuits. So through the workout, we have a good amount of rest, but we're going to do the 3 exercises before we take that rest. All right, I'm going lightweight here. This is a long lever. I love these moves. Okay, we're going to come up. Once we're here, down to the shoulder, press, and lower it down. See why the lightweight? is a good choice all the way up here. And if the weight gets too heavy, ladies, all right, especially if you're just starting out. I mean, even if you're using soup cans or water bottles, this might get too heavy. Gravity is pulling on your arms. It's got a lot of space to pull on, so that creates resistance more than the dumbbell. Take a rest, put the dumbbell or water bottle or soup can down, and do this without any weight. You're still getting the resistance because you're working against gravity. And good. All right, I'm gonna go heavy. We've got a shoulder row, standing shoulder row here to start. I'm gonna go with my heavier weights. I may regret it, but I'm gonna try. Pulling up as if you have a bar, all right? So think about holding a barbell. Pull. Now, lots of things that can kind of go wrong with this move. I see this a lot. Turning the wrists. You want to lead with your elbows. Keep that weight hanging from your hand. Do not turn that wrist towards me. And keep those elbows going up. They don't come back, all right? They come up. Relax your neck. The neck really works in this move. It's going to jump in and try and work hard. You want to try and avoid that. Make the shoulder, top of the shoulder, do the work here. As the neck jumps into assist, try and relax it. Good. All right. Now we're going the back of the shoulder. And the way to do that, you're going to keep the palms right where they're at, facing your knees. We're coming down in that deadlift position. We're pulling up to the shoulder area. And we're going to come up between each one. All right, so we're going to combine that deadlift that we did last circuit at the very beginning and up. Take it down. Pull. Bring it up. This is the back of your shoulder, larger muscle area of the shoulder. So if you have heavier weights, you can try it here. Again, thinking about a barbell that's connected, even though your weights are not connected. You're pulling on a bar. And rest, just like that. We're through that circuit. All right. I'm going to stick with one heavy weight for this next one. We are going to crunch leg raise. So it's abs. We'll throw in a little glute, okay? Whew, we're going to one side. So we're going to get lots of crunches on this lower ab. Think about pulling it in tight as that knee comes up. Round your back here. Ready? Here we go. Round at the back, knee up. Squeeze the abs tight. Lift. Squeeze it tight. Lift it. You're going to feel it after a few reps here. You really feel the abs start to burn. And we're just doing a little bonus here with the glute and the lower back, which is opposite of this crunch that we're doing. So core, this is a core segment here. So by adding this leg lift in back, you're getting the lower core in the back, opposite this crunch in the front. So I'm going to put my arms down. It's tired holding that weight up. Deep breath, going to the other side. Weight is up. Remember, pull the belly, I'd say belly button to the spine. Really pull it towards your spine, round your back, nice and strong, lift. Lift. It's easy to phone this one in, all right? You can go like that. I want you to really crunch it, lift it. More seconds, come on. When you're on one side of the body, unilateral, that's what that's called. You have more strength, all focused on this side of the body, but it can get tiring as well. All right, putting my weight down. You're going down and up from the floor. Keep your head above your heart. You don't want the head going below the heart as it's working hard. Feet together, we're gonna swing this like a suitcase. Bring it up, swing it to the other side. Here we go, right side. And up now. If this bend in the knees is too much, you can do this with a hinge Like your deadlift, just focus on the weight back in the heels. I don't want you to fall over forward. If you bring that weight up to your toes, it's going to throw your balance off. Abs are tight here. Feel them work. We've moved up a little bit, up to this area. And mid-ab. And rest it, good. And if you're worried that we're not going to get enough abs, they're sprinkled through this entire workout. So that is one circuit dedicated to abs. You're going to see them show up again. All right, we're going to hold. It's called a goblet hold. Think about holding a goblet, right? Looks kind of like this. We are going to squat, come up with a twist, squeeze the glute. Or you're going to just twist, twist. Still squeezing that glute. Just take that bend out, okay? Otherwise, come with me. Deep squat, weight in your heels. Up with a twist. Down. Just twist it. And twist. Sitting back in this squat, weight in that heel. Get as deep as you can. Ooh, a little balance issue there, just we kind of stumble. Get your balance, never feel like you have to complete something. If you're starting to lose your balance, get your balance first. And then move on to the move. All right, I don't want everybody falling. All right, we're back to using our chair. This is the move from way back. We are going to come up in a tap, back toe up. Ready? Bring the foot up. Squat here if you can, and back. Or you're gonna just tap it and back. Squat if you can. Feel that leg work, feel it? We warmed up this quad, the front of the leg. Now we're coming into a single-legged squat, or you're coming in to stand on that leg. You're engaging that muscle. Tummy is tight, controlling this move. Not going quickly. Tendency to kind of a dancing move, right? Tendency to want to dance it out if you're a dancer. I'm not, but I know some of you have great moves. I'm not one of them. But if you feel like you want to kind of dance with it, we want to make it just a precision move. All right, ready? Other leg. Step back, toe up, bring it in, and back. Now the chair I'm using for balance. If you're more advanced, you can do this without a chair. The chair is just there to kind of guide me. If you're just starting out, you don't want to have a firm grip on this chair. I don't want you to white knuckle it like this, right? But just have your hand there to really keep this move steady for you. Couple more, come on. One more, that's it. Minute tap, you're done with that. And we're on another rest. Enjoy your rest. Catch your breath. We're going to keep using our chair as if it were a bench in the gym. And we're going to grab a heavier weight if you have options. We're doing a back row, working the mid-back. You're going to pull up, down, pulse for 3. 3, 2, 1. Then pull up, and then pulse. All right, so a single. Ready? Single. Triple pulse. 3, 2, 1. Single. Pulse it. 3, 2, 1. Focus on the mid-back. Get your lat. 3, 2, 1. You're pulling this weight back towards your waist. 3, 2, 1. You're not doing this. You're not pulling it up here. I want you to pull it back. 3, 2. That's going to engage more back for you. I'll tell you, having a nice looking back is a benefit of this move, but even more of a benefit is great posture. Because what do? I'll show you real quick. Most of us, all day, right here, right? Computer, leaning forward. By working the back, making those muscles stronger, they're going to help you sit up straight and really kind of protect your posture. Here we go. Single, triple. 1, 2, 3. When we sit in that position for too long, we end up staying in that position, right? You've seen that, older people. And it also, something you might not think about, is when we lean forward like that, we're closing our lungs, all right? 3 pulses. We want to open up the chest, allow oxygen to get deep into your lungs. When you round forward, you're making your lungs smaller. They don't have as much space to expand as they breathe. So naturally, by doing this, you're getting less oxygen. We don't want that. We want you to get a good amount of oxygen. Going medium weight, oxygen fuels your life. We're going to hinge forward, flat back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Here we go. Squeeze it. Now my back is not moving. I'm keeping it right in the same position the whole move. My eyes are about a foot in front of my toes. And I'm squeezing my shoulder blades at the top. So the smaller muscles of the back, the rhomboids, some of the traps up near the top of the neck. So again, your neck is in play here. Try and relax it. All of this is going to pull the shoulders back, open up that chest, have you getting good oxygen. Full oxygen level in the blood is so important. You gotta rest. It's gonna pull you back, make you look good, right? But more importantly, protect your health, make your health even better. So that's the added benefit, the more important benefit, truly. I mean, obviously we all want to look good. All right, we got curtsies, and we're gonna crunch in the curtsy. So let's do up to a oblique crunch. I'm changing this on the fly. Right leg back. Ready? We're gonna curtsy, come up with a crunch. Curtsy, crunch. Now, if you're beginning, you want to curtsy, come up, crunch. You're gonna do a curtsy, and then a crunch is gonna be 2 times for us doing the curtsy here. All right. So there's your curtsy. Here's your crunch. Think about the waistline, pull it tight, crunching the waist, right there, right? Feel that? And rest. So I had a curtsy and a crunch to the front, but I thought, we haven't hit obliques, we need to hit obliques, so changing it up as we go. It sometimes happens that way. Not often, but sometimes I think, oh, this wasn't the best plan to have. Ready? Towards the other side. We're missing a muscle group, and I don't want to do that. The obliques, the waistline. And I had someone say to me, yeah, but when I work my obliques, I'm going to get thick around the middle. Well, yes and no. I mean, if you're using a 50-pound dumbbell and you're doing oblique leans every day, that muscle's going to get bigger, right? We're not doing that in my videos. We're doing lighter weight. You may use a 15 or even a 20 with your oblique leans if you're more advanced, but we're not doing them every day, and we're not doing that huge amount of weight. All right, I'm going to grab a medium weight. We're going to pulse these curtsies, kind of like we did with the deadlift. The row. We're going back with one leg for 3 pulses, and then the other leg. Right leg first. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and up other side. Take the bend out. Still getting glute right here. 3, 2, 1, and over. 3, 2, 1. Give it a little bounce if you can. And up. And working obliques, back to that. You know, I jump around subjects. Working the obliques is important to overall core. I'm not giving you workouts that are so targeted on the obliques that you're going to get thick in the middle. Quite the contrary. They're going to get firm and toned and tight. So what does that mean? That means the waistline comes in. And that's what we want. Which brings me to my next topic. I barely stopped talking, I know. Let's talk about how we see these pretty muscles we make. Where does that happen? Does it happen on our workout mat? Or does it happen in our kitchen? We're going to go wide curl here. So it's like a bicep curl, only you're turning your hands out to the corners of your room, all right? and then we'll talk about the kitchen. So, I always say abs are made in the kitchen, but the total body, you know, you're working all the muscles here in this workout. To see those muscles, you need to work hard in the kitchen. You want to eliminate as much as possible sugars and processed foods. Anything that goes into your mouth and kind of melts in your mouth is not usually a good thing. Candy, ice cream, sugar, white flour, white breads, right? If you eat carbohydrates, which I encourage you to not eliminate food groups, okay? Eliminate bad parts of food groups. Grab your chair and grab a heavy weight if you have options. We've got an isolation curl. And we'll start on the right side. Elbow is inside your thigh. Hold the upper arm, curl it up and down. So when you eliminate as much as possible, and trust me, I eat processed carbs, I eat sugar, but I do it rarely. Maybe once a week, potentially. I like to be twice a month. Other than that, I like to have what I call clean eating days, eating real food. If it came out of a box, it's probably processed. So shop your produce, shop your lean meats, your seafoods and fishes, and then look for whole grains. Whole grain in your bread. Dave's bread, you're not paying me to say this, but it's a great brand. It's very chewy, it's very tasty. It doesn't melt in your mouth like white bread, but it's very tasty, it really is. And you'll develop a like for it where you won't want the white bread anymore. But Dave's bread is full of fiber. And even though that is a carbohydrate made from a flour, that fiber, all those seeds and whole parts of the grain that are in that bread, slow down digestion of the carbohydrate, so you don't spike your sugar, which is what sugar and processed carbs do, and you don't get inflamed. So I was working to get into this point where we talk about being inflamed. You don't get inflamed, and inflammation is caused by trying to digest sugar and processed foods. And I'll tell you how in just a minute. All right, let's go. I'm going to stick with one heavy weight. We have a side lunge up to a leg raise, a side leg raise. So we're working inner and outer thigh here. You're going to hold the weight in your right hand. You're going to step left. Come over. As you come up, lift the leg. So it's over and lift. Or, beginners, over, come in, lift, put it down. And you can do this without weight, all right? You'll do one of each so that will be your side lunge. This will be your leg raise, okay? Right there. So what happens when you eat processed foods, your body needs a lot of water to try and get that gummy. It already melted in your mouth, right? Get it through your system. It doesn't have any fiber to take it through your digestion. So your body says, oh God, bring that water. We need to make a liquid to get this through. And what happens is, because if your diet is containing those processed foods every day, your body catches on, your brain catches on real quick. We need to hang on to water. Where should we store it? Where should we keep it? Because we know tomorrow there's going to be more sugar and processed foods. Going to the other side. So what does it do? It stores the water. You don't go to the bathroom and get rid of that water. It goes into your tissues, right? Around your fat cells. Into the muscles, even though they don't need any more water. So what happens is people say, well, how do I get rid of this puffiness around my waist? Well, you can start by eliminating those processed foods, increasing your fiber intake, making sure you're eating a well-rounded diet of real food. Within 3 to 4 days, you will feel different. The scale will move. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days for your body to say, maybe that processed food is not coming anymore. And so it says, okay, we can get rid of this water. Let's hold the weight here. We're going to side to side lunge. So you're going to side lunge, bring up a toe, and then we'll go to the other side. Ready, step to your right. Over, toe up, come in, other side. Over, toe up. So then, what happens? I do it. It's the weekend. I have ice cream. That's my vice. And all of a sudden, I pack on 3 pounds overnight. Because all the water I drank that day, or even if I didn't drink water, all the water that was in my food was absorbed by my body and stored, thinking that ice cream's coming again tomorrow. Then when my body realizes, oh, it's Sunday, oh, it's Monday, no more ice cream, we'll let go of that water. All right, so that's a process that's going on. So honestly, to see your muscles, you want to get rid of the puffiness that's in your tissue, all right? If you want more help with this, send me an email, we can talk about it. My email is found on the channel. All right, we're going to a tricep extension chop. I'm gonna grab a medium weight here, bringing the weight behind your head. You're gonna extend it up, and let's add a little rotation in our oblique down to one side. Ready? So extend it up, down to one side, overhead, behind the head, extend it up, other side. And I talk about this food thing because this is what I have, I mean, you can read all this in the book, but until you live it, it's harder to be a proponent of it. Once I started practicing what I preached, I felt so much better. I realized there's something to this, and it's not hard. Eat real food. Increase your fiber intake. You know, 90% of the time, eat good stuff. On occasion, enjoy yourself. All right, let's have a seat. Going with one weight, single arm overhead tricep extension. This is a tough one. Palm faces me. Hold your upper arm nice and still, feet flat on the floor. Bring this behind your head and extend it up. And it's already hard. Who said pick up medium weight? If you need to lighten your weight, go ahead. Now I gotta stick through this. What you can do if you're going heavy is slow it down. And up. And down. Ooh, wow, okay. Can I make it another 13 seconds? I'm gonna try. You may be going a little quicker than I am if you have lighter weight, because I am getting to the point of failure. Right there. I don't know if I could have done another one. Failure is good in fitness, right? If you get your muscles to the point where they can't do another move, you have maxed out the work on them. And that means change is going to happen quicker. So don't be afraid to lift heavier weight and push your limits here. Extend it up. Holding my abs tight, reminding myself of that because it's like my weight belt. I do have a bit of a weight belt on. I have a back brace on. It's almost a year since my back surgery. I can't believe it. Just shy by about 5 weeks. What a year. But what a recovery. It's been wonderful to be able to move again without pain. Here it is, failure. This is my weaker arm, my less dominant arm. Last one, I hope. That's it. That's all I got. Hey, we're here. Nice job. We finished that hard workout. Let's move the chair. Actually, don't move your chair. Don't move your chair. Sorry I said that. Let's start by getting the glute. Bring the foot up. Push on your knee. And if you can't get your foot up to this point, you can get it anywhere. Get the leg crossed and just push on the inside of your leg. You're going to feel that on the outside of your upper leg. The more you bring it up, the deeper the stretch. But we're all at different points physically. And if you're just beginning, maybe it's right here. That's fine. Wherever you can get that little bit of stretch. All right, let's go to the other side. And give it a little press. Not too much. Don't want to hurt yourself. Try and relax the muscles too. Like right now, I just recognized my inner thigh was nice and tight. I had to relax it. And when I relaxed it, I felt the stretch go deeper. Good. All right, let's pat yourself on the back for finishing that workout. Grab an elbow. You had 3 exercises on a muscle group. That's a lot without a lot of rest. Other side here. the arms down. Clasp your hands around your back. Open up across the shoulder blades. Relax your neck. Good. All right, we're going to stand up. Keep your chair. We'll use it for balance if needed. We're going to reverse what we just did. Clasp your hands behind and roll your shoulders back. Remember we talked about the lungs and having a big open space for them to expand? Here's what we do. This is the position our body's most often in. So this is the stretch you want to do right here. And if you stretch forward, you want to do this stretch second because you want to open those lungs back up. Open that chest cavity. And reach up and over. Stretch those obliques we threw in at the last minute. And let's go to the other side. Hope you feel great. Step back, toe up. I say, I hope you feel great. Some people say, well, I didn't do a great job on that workout. You finished it because you're with me now. And I say this over and over, and I mean it. I mean it. You finished the workout, however you got here. Maybe it was a great day for you. You felt strong. You felt energy. Maybe it was a lackluster day for you. Now, grab a foot if you can. Maybe it was a lackluster day. Here's your option. You can put your foot up on your chair and just try and drive the hip forward. Try and get this leg to stretch here. If you cannot grab your foot. And you did it anyway. It was a lackluster day, but you did it anyway, and you got here however you got here. You did it. Good for you. You moved your body. Every day. Moving every day. That's the key. Grab the other foot. I will link in a longer stretch. This is a short stretch today. Deep breath. Exhale. At the end of every one of my videos, almost every one, deep breath. You'll see a link to my stretch playlist. Hop on over there if you'd like a longer stretch. Hit the like button if you'd like to try this again. And please subscribe to the channel. We're having a lot of fun. Videos coming out 3 to 4 at the limit, like the least amount, 3 to 4 a week. So working hard for you. See you next time.